Good Monday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back to Southwest Arkansas weather here on August the 4th, 2025. Taking a look at your evening weather blog for this Monday evening to kick off this work week. In this video, we're going to be going over the wildfire danger. Could that already be on the rise with the dry conditions that we have already started to see? And we're going to take a look at your back to school forecast for your Tuesday and talk about what's in store for the 6-day forecast. So starting off first, let's pull up the wildfire danger map that you can see here. And taking a look at this was updated as of 7:27 this morning or 7:30 this morning from the Arkansas Forestry Department. You can find that on the Arkansas Forestry Department's website. And as you can see here, we do have some areas across far southern Arkansas that is in the moderate yellow colored area. That is, what that means is fires can start from accidental causes. May not become serious, but caution should be taken just due to we're starting to dry out. And we're going to continue to potentially see that as we go forward, as there's not much in terms of rainfall other than your usual maybe hit or miss one or two showers or storms that will be possible as we go forward throughout this upcoming week. We'll talk about more of that here in just a few moments. But real quickly here, let's also take a look at something here. This is going to be really small on our screen. I apologize. I wish we could make it bigger, but to get everything in there, we have to start off with it being at this level. First off, let's talk about this is the 30-day precipitation normal, or basically your average conditions from the month of July. And as you can see here, the brown colors mean below average, and the above, or the green bluish colors mean the above average. So let's zoom in here on this map and talk a little bit about what we're seeing here. Looking across Southwest Arkansas, according to this, we've had a wetter July for some. Now remember, some of the rainfall we've had has been very isolated. So you do see areas like over there in Clark County and northern Howard County and southern Polk County, and just some portions where it looks like it's a little on the drier side, while other areas look a little more on the wetter side, like that area near Foreman, who just recently seen this past weekend that flash flood warning over there. So it's just very isolated. So remember, it may be drier in your area, but you may have had some heavier rain just to your south, and that may make this map look a little different. Like, look at the DeLotte area there, just around the Clark County and Pike County border there. You can kind of see a little bit of a heavier area. There was a flash flood warning there also for heavier rainfall, and here recently, just the past couple of last week. So you do still have some drier conditions, like Grant County shows some drier conditions. Most of central and eastern Arkansas also showing some drier conditions there as well. So all we're doing with this is just showing you, kind of giving you an idea on what moisture levels look like right now. It doesn't take long for the ground to dry out. It'll dry out quickly, and as we know in Arkansas, you're kind of getting to that period where you kind of get to those little drier of a time frame, and you could see that wildfire danger potentially begin to increase as we continue to go forward here. So let's talk about the back to school day forecast here for your Tuesday. Second day of school for some, while others are still out. Starting off in the morning, expecting temperatures to be in the 60s, really around that 6 a.m. time frame, mid to upper 60s, a few lower 70s possible. They're warming up into the lower 70s across the area by that 8 a.m. time frame. Sunny skies are expected, but as we go throughout the day today, really throughout the day tomorrow, I should say, there around that noon time frame, temperatures are going to warm up into the mid to upper 80s. Sunny skies, but you will notice some clouds starting to form across the area. By that afternoon, that 3 p.m. time frame, mostly sunny skies look likely. Temperatures are going to be in that lower 90-degree range. Usually you reach your highs around that 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. time frame, depending on, depending on what happens weather-wise. Expected mainly dry conditions tomorrow as well. Calm wind, forecasted highs right there in the lower 90s, a few upper 80s possible there as well. Feel like temperatures could be up near 97 degrees there with that heat index. So we're going to slowly start to see a snowball effect of where that ridge of high pressure starts to come back east. And what that means is temperatures are going to continue to increase with that. And as we take a look at the 6-day forecast, you're going to see this here really throughout this week. I really think for the most part, even though this says mostly sunny, I really feel like it's going to be sunny with maybe a cloud or two here or there. Kind of like what we've seen today across the area. You had those little clouds here and there that may pass by the sun and give you just a brief minute of shade or two. But for the most part, mostly sunny skies look likely throughout this time frame. Temperature is going to continue to be on the increase. Temperatures increasing into the lower 90s, upper 80s tomorrow, and just continues to kind of slowly get back up into the mid to upper 90s there as we go forward throughout Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. Saturday could be the warmest with highs near the mid to upper 90s, and those heat index values could reach the triple-digit mark potentially by the end of this week. We are watching Sunday closely. There could be a chance of rain on that day. Right now, I'm going to keep it at 10%. There's still a lot of uncertainty with the forecast that far out that we're going to keep a close eye on. Overnight low is going to be in the lower 70s there as well, maybe a few upper 60s, but not as cool as what we've previously seen. Each day is going to slowly just get a little warmer, a little more humider as we go forward throughout this time frame. One thing I do want to mention is, even into this evening and throughout this week, while rain chances are at 0%, there's always that 5, like just below 10% chance, really not enough to put 10% there, but just enough to maybe mention that, hey, there could be a chance of your summer top isolated shower or two. So that's something we'll have to keep a close eye on as we go forward throughout this week. Keep an eye on radar, and we'll keep you updated with that. It's not enough to really put it in the forecast, but it's something we're going to be keeping a close eye on as we go forward. And Sunday, we could potentially see a low pressure system to our south that may help us maybe get some of that rainfall. But like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty with that. We're going to continue to monitor that and keep you updated as always. That's going to bring us to the end of today's Outlook or evening weather blog. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's summertime in Arkansas. Almost doesn't feel like summertime after this past weekend, but it's Arkansas. We're in the beginning of August, and as we know, this is the end of July, and beginning of August usually gives us our hotter conditions, and we've seen that last week, and we'll continue to keep an eye on if we could get some more, or what it'll do after this 6-day period. We'll keep you updated with the newest on that. We should have an evening weather blog out tomorrow. Michael should have you covered with the newest and latest information tomorrow. But as always, these wouldn't be possible without our help from our sponsors, Patterson's Credit Union, located in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, Southern Dumpster Rental, located in Nashville, Arkansas there, as well as Landmark Insurance Agency. They're also located in Nashville, and Palmer's Roofing for all your roofing needs there, and J&S Auto Supply Bumper to Bumper, located in Murfreesboro. Make sure to check them all out and give them a call, or go visit them if you're in need of any of the things that they can offer you there as well. Also, big thanks to all of our subscribers and followers. This wouldn't be possible, this wouldn't be possible without you. Very blessed to be able to do this. And as always, if you're new here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified on any of the newest videos that we upload. Also, make sure to check us out over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's our big platform. We post a lot of posts over there that keeps you updated with the newest. One thing we're also that I'll also mention real quick is the local lake levels. I almost forgot to mention that, and we'll add that on right here at the end. Here is our current local lake levels as of earlier today. So DeGray Lake just sitting a little below full pool. I know Greason, they're working on the dam up there with some of their stuff, some maintenance. They've been trying to keep that water level down to work on that, but the rain's been kind of just rebounding them and keeping them a little on the higher side. So it's actually down 8 feet as of this morning. Hamilton was around 399 feet there. Derrick's Lake and Catherine Lake was last updated on July the 13th, so those levels aren't necessarily accurate. Millwood's right near full pool, just about a half foot above that, and Washita is down 3 feet. Well, something that you can usually expect this time of year with those drier conditions. Anyways, that's all we have for today's forecast, today's evening weather blog. Have a good rest of your Monday. See you back here tomorrow for another look at what's in store for the 6-day forecast and your evening weather blog. Have a great Monday, and have a good rest of your week.